So this king doesn't know why they feel this connection, like they're fascinated. You see this page, the way that pentacle's floating in the air and it's giving off these ribbons of energy, and the page is just fascinated. That's what they're. There's a woman riding a dolphin. It's like they're fascinated. That's what I keep coming. The word keeps coming out. Fascinated. They are fascinated by this hermit. But this hermit has high priestess energy too. So it's almost like the hermit intuitively knows why there's a connection. I don't think they're sharing this information though. The high priestess can be very mysterious and secretive, but it just kind of adds to her allure. She doesn't mean to do that. It's not like she's sitting here planning on ways to entice this king, because if you remember the story, it's the opposite. It's like she was trying to avoid this king. Clarify Four of Wands. Let's see. Clarify the Four of Wands. Empress, Six of Wands. Wow. Just keeps getting worse. Clarify Four of Wands. And the Sun. The King of Swords. So this person that the king has put their eyes on is not only a high priestess and a hermit, they're also an empress and the Sun. So they're very visible in some way. That's why we've got the Six of Wands here. They're very visible in their community. Now, that could be, they're a gamer, and maybe in the specific game that they play, people know them. Or could be in their job. They do so well at their job that everybody in that company knows them. It doesn't have to be like someone super famous or, some, what's it called? Influencer. Because Six of Wands is a little smaller. So whatever community they're part of, they're well known. And somehow this king's ego got in the way. They're sitting here thinking in a calculated manner. It's ego. It's toxic. But they thought, you know what? Six of Wands again. Everybody who wants her attention, y'all are going to see how she's going to give it to me. Because they think they can outsmart her. They think that they can outsmart everybody else. They think that nobody else has gotten her attention because they don't know what they're doing. But they do. Clarify King of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Page of Swords, King of Cups. Oh. With the Five of Swords, Four of Wands. Yep. So this King of Pentacles is already in a connection. They're already in a relationship. But with the Five of Swords here, it's like they can't resist. There's something about this Empress, Sun, High Priestess, Hermit person that they feel they need to make a point. They might have been boasting that they could seduce anybody, and people were like, oh yeah, how about that? Oh, I could easily. Like this, I'll have her eating out of my hand. And they're like, okay, all right, let's go. And I'm saying her because showing up feminine. This could be the other way around. This could be a man with a woman. As in the man is the Empress. They're trying to make a point. The thing is that, again, this is somebody who, they might be talking all this shit about like, y'all just don't know how to seduce this person. You create your own blockages. You give too much, or you show up not confident enough. Like they think that they know everything. They've already shown up as three kings. King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. So this could be an emperor. And unfortunately, It's an emperor that needs to do some work on themselves, right? So, of course, the universe puts an empress in their path. But, of course, the empress can see straight through their bullshit because they're coming across as a page of swords. Like, she can either feel them spying on her, or she can feel that when they approach and they're asking questions, they're trying to gather information on her. But they're coming through like someone warm, grounded, like they really care about her, and yet she can feel the Five of Swords. Clarify Three of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Clarify Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. With the Four of Swords, the Moon, and the Hierophant. This Empress is meant to make them question their view of commitment. Because I feel this King of Pentacles already in a connection. And they're not going anywhere, because King of Pentacles, once they're firmly established, they are not going anywhere. But they're obviously not happy, otherwise they wouldn't be doing this bullshit. And something about their conversations, something about the way that partnership is addressed, the way that teamwork is addressed, has them healing a lot of possibly fears they had or misconceptions they had about commitment. The Empress shows up independent, free. And this is also surprising to the Emperor. I don't think they've ever met somebody who's their match. So yeah, it might have been easy before to get other people to fall for them, but not an Empress. Especially when she's not somebody who needs someone else. With the Three of Wands, this always gives me the idea of them looking at the Empress like some mystical creature. Clarify the Devil. And I'm sure there's some lesson here for her as well. Clarify the Devil. Got Justice, Knight of Wands. Ah, there it is. Clarify the Devil. And the Eight of Swords. And the Three of Swords. What's the lesson for her? Well, her devil energy comes through because of the Justice card here. She has a tendency to be karmically linked to people who appear very charming, very handsome, but not full of substance. So she focuses on looks over substance. And it's led to her getting hurt, but she still hasn't broken that that issue. She hasn't addressed it. Clarify Wheel of Fortune reversed. She's still trapped in that mentality of they have to look a certain way. Two of Swords. The Emperor, there they are. Nine of Swords, wow. Both of these people are meant to learn from each other. I'm not just going to focus on the Emperor, because I feel like this Empress, although she gives this energy of, I don't care, I'm not really focused on this, she would not be having conversations with this person. She would not be giving energy to this person if she really didn't care. So even if she can see through this other person's bullshit, she still sees potential there. She still thinks this could still work. She may know that this emperor is in a connection, but in her mind, this emperor just needs to make a decision. So she is putting the responsibility for her being stuck on the emperor. So this is both people taking responsibility, because the emperor is stuck because they're not happy where they're at, but they're not ready to leave. The empress is stuck because they're not happy with the emperor not making this decision, but they're also not ready to leave. They're both stressed out. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles represents two different things. One, because the emperor still thinks that there's potential between themselves and their Queen of Pentacles. And two, because the empress sees herself as their Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, this is, both people are going to stay stuck. And it could be that the emperor did not think that they would get addicted to the empress's energy, but they prefer the looks of the person that they're involved with. So both people have a lesson on superficiality here. Clarify Six of Swords reversed. Clarify Six of Swords reversed. We've got Five of Wands, Knight of Swords. Temperance reversed. There's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So there's with the Queen of Pentacles, there's an annoyance on both sides. The Empress is annoyed because Five of Wands, they challenge each other. The Empress is annoyed because they can tell that this person chooses not to move on because they like how their Queen of Pentacles looks. Even if everything else might make them unhappy, they like the superficial look of the Queen of Pentacles. And yet, they really like the energy of the Empress. The annoyance, I feel like, for the Empress comes from her guides. Because this Empress is doing the same thing that this person is doing. Because an Empress has options. We all know this. An Empress is going to have multiple options. But she's focusing on the person that looks the best. The person she's attracted to physically the most. Even if that person is already in a connection. So she's trying to teach this person a lesson on superficiality when she has yet to learn this lesson. She may be upset that someone is so focused on what she looks like while she's focused on what they look like. Does that make sense? There's an imbalance here. And she could be lecturing and going on and on about, image and superficial image and fakeness and all, but she's doing the same thing. Because if she was more concerned with substance, she would have let this person go already. Because why hold on to someone that's superficial? They have the same problem that this person does. Because the Emperor wants the person that they're with right now, the person that they're in a relationship with right now, they want this person based off how they look, but they wish that they could take the personality of the current Empress and blend it with the person that they want to be with. Whereas the Empress is doing the same thing. Because there's two Empresses. One is in a relationship already with this emperor, even though they're unhappy. And the other one was the challenge that this emperor looked at. And this emperor is wanting to blend the two empresses to make their perfect partner. The empress that's being seen as the challenge would like to take this emperor's looks, but they want to improve them because they're too superficial. It's the same shit. Same shit. Clarify Ace of Pentacles reversed. Clarify Ace of Pentacles reversed. We have the King of Swords, the Fool, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. With the Three of Swords. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This emperor has figured out. They're showing up as a King of Swords. They're very intelligent. They've figured out that the Empress sees them as somebody wounded. And that the Empress is like, oh, let me heal you. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Even though this is never going to go anywhere. The Wheel of Fortune is reversed. Six of Swords is reversed. Ace of Pentacles is reversed. They know this is never going to go anywhere because they're not ever walking away from the Empress that makes them look good. Whether through status, whether through looks, whatever. They're not walking away from that. But they like how the Empress, the other Empress, tends to them. How she challenges them, how she stimulates them. So with the Fool card here, it's like they're stepping into fantasy world. Like, okay, let's play fantasy. Let's pretend that this is real. Let's pretend that this is gonna go somewhere. When we both know it's not. We both know this is silly. But for the sake of, remember, they love this Empress's energy. For the sake of not losing that energy, let's pretend. Let's play pretend. Clarify Four of Swords. Death card. Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands. With the Hanged Man and the Star. So Spirit is now asking both people, because they're both showing up with sword energy. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Are you done playing pretend now? Are you ready to use this experience to heal the parts of yourself that you've been denying? Are you ready to look at this from a different perspective? Are you ready to be realistic? Or are you going to continue struggling with something that you clearly know isn't going anywhere? What's it going to be? Time to choose, reality or fantasy. Because this is like somebody who, the fact that she's on her, I don't know if that's a computer or a laptop or a iPad, something like that. It's making me think of somebody who is logging on to a game. And in the game, you're allowed to get married. In the game, you're allowed to, it's like a game of life. You're allowed to build. All games are like that. Most games are like that. It's like, are you going to plug into the game and pretend that this is something it's not? Or are you going to come back into the real world and look at reality. Because think of it like that. Think of it like this emperor and this empress both log into the game, and in the game, they are a couple. In the game, they are unstoppable. But in real life, this emperor is married to someone else. And that's not going to change. Which world are you going to choose to live in? Clarify Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Queen of Cups. Four of Cups. With the and the Devil again. Both people have their ego involved. Both people do. Because while this king was making claims that they could seduce anybody because they believe themselves to be this great seductor, the Empress takes great pride that someone this handsome, this good looking, likes her energy. And she clearly knows that whoever they're with is obviously not giving them that energy. Because why would they be here? So she likes making this, it gives her this emotional adrenaline rush when they come toward her. She's aware that there's nothing that's going to build here. But it's like she's allowing feelings to form. Queen and King of Cups. Even when she knows the truth. Queen and King of Swords. Because she feels the past life pull, but they're both not realizing that the fact that they were pulled together was because there was some unfinished business. They cannot move forward without learning the lesson, but which lesson are they looking at? I want you to think about this. If you find yourself in this situation and you keep saying, oh no, this has nothing to do with this person's looks. Okay. Then I want you to change the face of that person. Change the body of that person. If it's not their face and it's not their looks, if it's their personality, take their personality and put it on someone you find unattractive. And tell me if you'll still fight for this as diligently as you're still fighting for this now. Would you still cling to it the way you cling to it now? And if the answer is negative, then that's confirmation of what I'm saying. Okay? So